a game we have in store for you today. The hype has been building all week and we're just moments away from kick-off time. Stay tuned for the live action. Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry and delighted to be joined as always by Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's France versus Northern Ireland.
We can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Here's the side France will go with. Mike Maignan begins in goal. Ibrahima Konate starts with Dayo Upamecano in central defence. Adrien Rabiot starts alongside Aurélien Tchouameni in the centre of midfield. And the striker today is Marcus Thuram. Here's the team for Northern Ireland.
Well, it looks like a 3-4-2-1, but key to this formation will be the two wing-backs. They've got a lot of ground to cover, both in attack and defensively.
The wait is over. Now we're in business. And they need to get tighter. More importantly, away from danger. And a throw in here for France. Well, high quality defending. Marshall now. Tchouameni. Went in strongly, decisively. Shea Charles. On to Galbraith. And support available. But the danger averted for now. Charles. Oh, read it really well.
Just saw what was coming, didn't he?
Tchouameni. Excellent vision. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, as you can see, he's given far too much space, but he still had some work to do, and I think that's a very tidy finish. It was never in doubt.
1-0 then.
Pour la France.
Charles.
Le numéro 11, Olysée.
Now with Galbraith. And a clever piece of defending. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And France exploiting the space on the flank. Not the clearance that was called for. Well, they can keep possession now. Well, that's asking for a yellow card. And so a yellow card it'll be.
Yeah, it's a clear foul. Deserved a card for that.
Attending to his defensive chores. And Northern Ireland have won the throw. Theo Hernandez. Oh, fine stop. Who can they pick out? Could catch them on the break. Can he put it away? Oh, great save!
Well, what reflexes from the keeper. That's a top-class save.
And there's the delivery. Well, it still could be dangerous. And the keeper there to make sure nothing untoward happened. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Paul Smith. Price. On to Charles. Mbappe. Fine run from Mbappe. Oh, a brilliantly timed tackle when it really mattered.
Brilliant defending at such an important moment.
This looks interesting. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Now can they hit them on the counter? And he's broken free. They've gone and scored again. They're doing everything in their power to make sure they're not pegged back.
Well, this is worth watching again. Mbappe beats the challenge with such ease, and Mbappe just hits it with such confidence. He strikes it so cleanly. It's a great goal.
But
2-0 now, and back underway.
France. Le numéro 10, Kylian Mbappé.
Plenty of support here. And a chance, Hernandez. And a goal! Wonderful stuff as they accelerate away from the opposition.
as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
And the action underway once more, with France very much on top.
Numéro 19.
Charles. Good distribution. Charles. Just the challenge that was required. Well, they might be able to launch a counter-attack. Can they turn it into something? Oh, surely! And keeping it out. Charles. France giving away possession. Teammates available. It's a splendid run by Mbappe. And a decent delivery. A bit disappointing in the end. And the danger is averted.
Well, that's the way to avert the danger. That was a great clearance.
And just unable to keep it in play in the end. It'll be a throw-in. Throw-in here for Northern Ireland. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. And across from Mbappe. So the whistle then. We're up the halfway stage in this match. Not to be too blunt about it, but this has been a struggle for him up front.
Yeah, he's not had his usual impact, has he? He just hasn't got on the ball in dangerous positions. He's got to keep working hard to find that little bit of space to make something happen, that's for sure.
And away they go again. The second half is up and running. Well, they tried to keep the move going.
Well, they were nice and compact there and defended that fairly easily.
Quick break could be on. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. And a brisk run. And a good-looking ball. And the keeper has possession of it. narenSKgamer. On to Olise. Good tackle. Charles. On to Galbraith. Rabiot. Decent pass. Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Corner kick played in. He didn't have too much room to work with, but a long way off target. France failing to keep the ball. And he has options available. Now the quick counter-attack could be on. Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. And it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. Price. Promising pass. Very quick thinking there. Incisive ball. Rabiot. And maybe Rabiot. And that's a decent bit of goalkeeping. And the referee sees that as a foul. Free kick given.
Sort du terrain, le numéro 24, narenSKgamer. Son remplaçant, le numéro 18, Zahir.
Is this the moment? Well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Paul Smith. Ethan Galbraith. And there to intervene. Mbappe. A real opening now. Oh, a magnificent save!
Yeah, good positioning, excellent speed off the line and a top-class stop. Brilliant stuff.
Substitution time it is here. And a short corner, let's see. Takes the shot. Oh, that's a fine save. Let's see about the delivery. Well, not the easiest of chances. Tightly marked, but not even close in the end. Very effective pass. Rabiot! Another goal! The lead grows to 4 now. A rampant display.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
A lopsided contest, 4-0.
Le numéro 14, Rabiot.
Price. Looked as though there might be a threat, but not so in the end. Good defending. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. They keep going. Well, fantastic reflex action. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here. My goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Thuram. Theo Hernandez now. Well, that's how to keep the opposition at bay. Can he find the right pass? Well, plenty of scope for them to attack. Another play for a throw-in to France. Really clever pressing. Well, conceding the throw-in. Good challenge. William Saliba. And cutting in field. Well, as he hit that one, it looked as though it had a chance. Just 10 minutes to go. And France come away with it. He has teammates around him. And crossing towards the far post. Not out of the woods yet. Not a harmless effort when all is said and done. And the substitution will occur now. Turan. Oh, not cleared away. 5 minutes left. Conte, and turning the ball away. Goalkeeping excellence there. And the defensive intervention there. Will it be? Still a chance. Oh, and that is an audacious chip. Well, he might smile. The goalkeeper has no interest in smiling.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And the finish is sublime. He sees the keeper's position and just chips it over him. It's a breathtaking goal.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. And just like that, broken up.
Well, they stopped that move in its tracks. That was excellent defending.
Such an ambitious run. Given away by Rabiot. Oh, in with a chance. Surely now, could be in here. Well, fantastic reflex action from the goalkeeper. Well, the short corner routine. Now delivering that deep cross. Not the most confident clearance. And the final whistle is sounded. A victory here for France. Your thoughts on their performance?
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
Well, just the sort of performance they were looking for from the talented Kylian Mbappe.
Well, what more could you ask for? His build-up play was clever, his movement was dynamic, and he scored a couple of goals. What a player he is.